What's up guys, Stackfault here. Today I got an exciting video for you. Meet Xeon, the ultimate $1,000 gaming and editing PC for 2017. This is my first computer I have ever built, and I was quite impressed by the way it turned out. This rig is built specifically to max out any game at ultra settings in 1080p and is a solid system for editing 4K footage smoothly. Before I get started, I would like to thank everyone that contributed towards this PC. Without them, this build wouldn't have been possible. Also, check out the description for a complete list of parts I used in this build. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed that intro. Starting out with the case. I decided to go for the NZXT H440 simply because it has a nice, clean and classy look to it with the red and black finish. The case caters for clean cable management and has this transparent window on the side to show off all the awesome parts inside. I also attached an NZXT lighting kit to brighten up the interior of the case and bring some life to my build. Holding all my parts together, I went with the Gigabyte AB350 Gaming 3 AM4 motherboard. There's very little competition between all B350 motherboards, but the reason I went with this board specifically is because of the clean black and red color scheme along with the customizable LED lighting built right into the motherboard. At the heart of the build, there's an AMD Ryzen 5 1600X processor with 6 cores and 12 threads. This CPU is overclockable and can be pushed to around 4.1 GHz with a few clicks in the BIOS. The price to performance ratio is really remarkable, and in my opinion, it completely destroys the Intel Core i5. All X series chips don't come with a cooler of any sort, so I went with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Turbo to keep my CPU cool. This cooler has AM4 compatibility right out of the box, which is slightly frustrating to get installed, but once it's fully set up, you should have no problems regarding CPU temperatures. Powering this whole system up, I went with the Entech 550W modular power supply, which is more than enough for a build like this and room for upgrades. It is an 80+ bronze certification, so you don't have to worry about all your components getting fried in the event your PSU decides to give up on you. I also paired up some custom braided cables from Fentex with my power supply to give that really nice, clean, coordinated look to my build. As for the RAM, this rig is packing 16GB of crucial ballistic DDR4 memory clocked at 2400 MHz. The RAM module has a very nice red metallic finish to it and really complements the build well. Ryzen CPUs are very sensitive to RAM speeds, and that's the reason why I didn't go for RAM clocked at higher speeds due to incompatibility issues. The main feature of the build definitely has to go to the graphic card. This rig is packing the Gigabyte GTX 1060 G1 gaming graphic card, which packs a ton of power with its 6GB of video memory. The GPU supports overclocking and has the twin-blade fan design to keep temperatures at a low. This graphic card can fit in perfectly with any color scheme due to its fully customizable RGB lighting. Lastly, on the storage side, I went for a single Western Digital 1TB Caviar Blue hard drive, which is more than enough for my needs, and I always have the possibility of adding an SSD or even an M.2 drive in the near future if I ever wanted to. Overall, this build is a complete beast of a machine, from the components to the epic red and black color scheme. But what good are looks without performance to back it up, right? I ran Geekbench and Xeon scored 3978 in the single core area and a multi-score of 17,389. As far as gaming goes, this beast can crush any game at ultra settings at 1080p. Crysis 3 ran incredibly well at ultra settings with the frame rate ranging between 80 and 90 FPS. Battlefield 1 was no exception. Xeon was able to play this game at max settings with frames ranging between 75 and 80 FPS. Lastly, I wanted to see how well Xeon handles GTA 5, and with all the graphics settings cranked right to the top, I was still getting between 60 and 70 FPS, which is really impressive. Well, you shouldn't expect any less from a rig like this though. Xeon is the ultimate 1080p gaming machine for playing almost any game in stores at max settings, and should have no problem crushing 4K footage for those that are into video production. So, at $1,000, what do you think about Xeon, my first custom-built PC? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you all for watching. This is Stackfault signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.